James 5, verse 9, it says, grudge, grudge not one against another, brethren, lest ye be condemned. Behold, the judge standeth before the door. Now, this is something that Elder Yashwama says all the time. You could be right about something, but the way you deal with it makes you wrong.
Now you're not innocent.
Right.
Then the Lord have mercy on that brother. And
Yeah.
Now you in a condemned state.
But you were right about why you was upset. But you didn't deal with it with gentleness, meekness, long suffering. You dealt with it with wrath, all right, malice, and contempt.
Well, read the verse above that.
Right. Let's go up. All right. Verse 8 in James 5, it says, be ye also patient. Establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord draw nigh.
It may be years before the Lord gives you an answer to something that's bothering your spirit, or some question you may have, or a breakdown you may,
Yeah.
It may be years. The Lord, this thing is long suffering, and it's very peculiar.
Yeah.
So you have to be patient, in this thing, and you always have to keep your conduct. And okay, people are gonna do what they do. Brothers are gonna do what they do. But what about you? When the Lord comes, we're gonna be the fingers are gonna be pointed at us.
Yep, that's right.
You won't murder. You get mad, you get upset, and you don't deal with mercy. But what happens when you need it? When you gonna need some mercy? When you gonna need somebody to understand your position, right? So you gonna get that same energy that you put out.
Ooh, what's that scripture? Well, Yahweh said what? Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy.
Yep.
Right? So, like, if you feel like, what do we say inside? You feel like you used and abused, but no, Ariana, I want you to say that. Repeat what you said earlier inside. We all been used.
Yeah. It's a give and take in this thing. You're gonna be used.
Yeah, right. We're all here to be used, but we're not here to be misused.
Exactly.
Everybody's here to be used.
Exactly. The only way that you can be misused is if you don't communicate. If you're in a position where you just can't do it, or if it's putting you in a position where it's jacked up, like in a way, say no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is another level of understanding, even dealing with, you might be a younger brother dealing with the head of the camp. And the head of the camp is asking you to help in some type of way that will stretch you in a way that you really ain't capable of, right? You got to learn how to communicate and say, well, I really don't have it, I can't, if I do that, then this is happening, and explain. Versus just going in and complying without communicating and being upset and feeling like, oh man, they don't care about me. Sometimes, don't get me wrong, man. You're young. You're gonna be all right. So there's a spiritual aspect to that as well. But bro's gotta know how to communicate and be used and not misused.